What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Creative back at it again. Go ahead, say it with me to create something great. Now, today I'm real excited what I have planned for y'all today. We are going to be developing a new strategy, and this strategy is going to be for trending markets, right? So I'm just going to just spies the S&P 500. It's the top 500 companies within the New York Stock Exchange. This is a roller coaster. A trending market is when the roller coaster isn't just going up or down randomly, it's moving in one direction for a while. There are two types of trending market. There's an uptrend, the escalator that won't stop going up. Picture you're on an escalator that's going up, and every few steps picture you're on an escalator that's going up, and every few steps you walk down a step to tie your shoe. But that escalator still brings you higher level overall. That's an uptrend, right? So prices make higher highs and higher lows. Even when it dips, it still keeps climbing. When traders, this is when traders love buying calls because the market is rising like the superhero taking off. Then we have a downward trend. This is a slippery slide that keeps pulling you down. Now imagine a giant slide at a playground. You slide down, then climb up back up a little bit, but the slide is too slippery. You end up lower than where you started every time. That's a downward trend. Prices make lower highs and lower lows. Even the bounce up still falls short. This is when traders look for puts because the market is acting like a gravity and it's in charge, right? Sideways, you're stuck in a circle and you're stuck walking in circles at Costco. Sometimes the market isn't going trending up or down, it's just drifting. Like like when your parents take you to Costco and you walk in endless circles around the same aisle, that is a range bound or choppy market. Most algos hate this because it's like trying to surf when the ocean is completely flat. Now, y'all gonna have to excuse my nasaliness. I am still getting over a bit of a head cold, so that's what you hear right now. But nonetheless, we're still going to power through and we're still going to get this in. Again, if you do have any questions, just let me know, and definitely going to be here to help y'all out. So let's keep going. Let me just triple check something real quick. Y'all just bear with me 2 seconds. Just make sure, because sometimes. All right, beautiful. We talked about sideways. So what exactly makes a trend? A trend happens when most of the price movement is in one direction. Buyers uptrend, sellers downtrend stay in control. Indicators that are used are EMA, the exponential moving average. MACD is what does MACD stand for? Moving average. Wait, MACD stands for what? Oh, convergence, divergence. That's the part. Moving average, convergence, divergence. And then ART, average true range, or market regime filters confirm the direction. So if the market, if the market is a school highway, uptrend is everybody pushing you forward. A downtrend is everyone pushing you backward. Sideways is everyone is confused and walking everywhere. Why traders care, especially option traders? Because options are all about direction plus speed. In a trending market, calls are safer, right? Because we can be able to bet the uptrend, and then puts are safer in a downtrend market. You want to avoid the chop because it's basically quicksand for options. All right. Trending market is when the price keeps, a trending market is when the price keeps moving mostly in the same direction, like moving on a sidewalk, carrying you forward or backward instead of jumping around randomly. So that's for our trending market. So we are considering, let me really try it, considering creating an algo strategy for 0 DTE. 0 DTE are same day options that expire the same day. 0 DTE options for SPY. SPY is the S&P 500, the top 500 companies within the New York Stock Exchange. If you want to take a peek at what SPY is doing right now, so we see SPY is a bit on an upward trend, right? So you see what the buyers, the bulls, are doing. The bears were in control for a little bit, but the bulls are starting to push it all the way back up. So the reason I want to be able to create a trend algo, right, because I'm seeing this with most of our algos, is that they're getting caught not being able to identify the trend. So I created a trend filter earlier. So that's something that we're going to introduce here. And I also want to introduce this Helen checker too. But again, follow me and we're going to keep going. So as you can see here, we're on a bit of an upward trend, right? So I'm looking at is SPYs, the S&P 500, the top 500 companies within the New York Stock Exchange. This is on TradingView on the 1 minute chart. So what this means is that each one of these candlesticks represents 1 minute of action between the buyers and the sellers. When you see a green candlestick, that means the bulls are in control, the buyers are in control, right? When you see a red one, that means the bears or the sellers are in control. Now, when you see these wicks pop out, it's meaning that the bulls tried to push it to new resistance levels, but it was rejected. So that's why you're seeing that wick here. And this bit of a doji, even though it's green, it's letting me know that there's a little bit of indecision. So the bulls right now are just stepping up into full control, and they've not only are having engulfing candles pop up here, but that upward trend is looks like that's the way it's going to go right now. And I'm looking at SPY. Oh, look, like the bears just took control. Like, hey, slow that down. Never mind. We're seeing again, it's live right now. We're seeing a bit of a back and forth. So let's go back to what we're doing. So we're considering creating an algo strategy for 0 DTE options for SPY and want to base it off of trending markets. So let's talk. Oh, you know what we can do? And remember, I tried this before with another one of our strategies, and it went well, where we can use algo or indicators from TradingView. So you saw what I did? I just clicked indicators, and what I'm going to put is just put trend. And let's see what populates. Sometimes we can get something, sometimes we can't. Because I'm not paying TradingView right now. This is a completely free account. So if it's free, it's for who? It's for me. So let's see. And if I can't see the source code here, look at that. It's still trending. Then it doesn't look like, nope. You know what I also can do? It's fast. Oh, you know what it could probably be? Is it's saying that, hey, you have too many. So let me close a few. That one. Okay. We should be Gucci now. Trend. Oh. Let me try something. Bull. Or RSI. That should be an easy one. Okay, I have to figure out why. All right, that's gonna be for another video. Let me get back to here. So let's talk about the entry for this that will trigger the signal for our strategy. Again, it must work with 0 DTE environment. So what does that mean? No lagging indicators as much as possible. Now lay out a quant level entry. Give me two options, then so we can build it from there. All right, beautiful. So that's going. Then so all right, so for 0 DTE options, you must use ultra low lag quant. For I just said quant. Now I want to use quant. Real time signals, no slow indicators, no long lookbacks, no heavy smoothing. Yes, microstructure signals, volatility adjusted signals, and regime aware momentum burst. So goal one is the momentum burst plus the volatility gate. So we want to catch short, explosive movement bursts that happen in trendy markets while filtering out the chop. So 0 DTE trade strides on fast directional moves, not slow indicators. The entry should use raw price plus micro momentum, almost no lag. So trigger when the price is greater than the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, VWAP. So when the price is greater than the VWAP, the price breaks above the previous micro high, the last 1 to 3 bars, the volume on that bar is greater than the volume of the last 5 average, and then the 1 minute candle closes strong in the top 30 range. Trigger on a put is the price is less than the VWAP, the price breaks below the microstructure low, and then close. Okay. I already have ATR2 overpriced. Okay. This confirms you have enough volatility for directional 0 DTE moves. If volatility is no trade, the chop will kill you. Okay, perfect. Entry 2, trend plus shift regime entry quickly. This is the closest you get to a quant regime model, but still fast enough for 0 DTE. Enter right when the market shift into a trend, not during a chop. So we're going to buy a call. See, are y'all getting me, right? With regards to the first one, I mean, I'm okay with that because it's using momentum. It's using VWAP with a 2 minute, 1 to 2 minute look back, right? And then we're having volume match with it. So it's saying, okay, I just don't want the price to move, but I also want to make sure that we have volume with it, and the volume has to be strong, the top 30%, right? And for the put, it's the inverse. We want to make sure that the VWAP, the price is less than the VWAP, right? And then the volume surges behind it, and it closes at the bottom 30, right? So the option 2, we're going to enter right when the market shifts into a trend, not during a chop. I'm liking this one a little bit more, if I may say so myself. This is okay. The price is, EMA 3 is greater than EMA 8. I don't know. So the 3 minutes is greater than the 8 minutes. The EMA 3 slope is 0.15, fast upward slope, no lag. The candle close above the last swing high, structural break, and then the delta pressure is 0. Buying pressure is greater than selling pressure. Put all true is when the EMA, okay, just the inverse. Why EMA 3 and 8? EMA 3 is near 0 lag. EMA 8 is just enough information to confirm, or just enough to confirm structure. Slope detects acceleration, key for 0 DTE. Breakout confirms you're in a trend, not in a chop. This is the fastest possible trend detector without a noise. All right. I'm liking this trend continuation. Big move of the VWAP. This trend continuation, I'm liking this one. Which one are y'all liking? Go ahead and put option 1 and the 2 in the comments, and I'll decide. All right, I'm going to go option 2. All right. We want to build on option 2, but keep in mind we are using 1 minute time frames. 1 minute time frame. So does that change anything, or can we continue from there? Great. Option 2 works perfectly on 1 minute time frame, but we need to tighten a few things so the signals stay fast, clean, and stable for 0 DTE SPY. Yes, we can continue with option 2, but we need to align how we handle the slope, the swing breaks, and the delta volume, because 1 minute candles react very fast. Let's refine it so it's built specifically for 1 minute 0 DTE. All right, so trend verification, fast for 1 minute clean. The price is greater than the EMA 3, and then the EMA 3 is greater than EMA 8, and then the EMA 3 slope is greater than 0. We'll define the slope in the rules in a second. The 1 minute candle closes above the previous swing, the last 3 to 5 candles, and then the put is the inverse. Important 1 minute assumption. Because 1 minute candles are very noisy, here's what we need to adjust. The EMA slope adjustment is critical for 1 minute. We should reduce the slope sensitivity so that the algo doesn't flip signals every candle. Instead of using a hard slope like 0.15 too fast, we should use, again, if I'm going too fast, y'all let me know. But I think I'm going at a moderate pace. But if I'm going too fast, you let me know. You hear? The slope equals EMA 3 is the current minus EMA 3 the previous. Then require the slope is greater than 0 and the put slope is less than 0. This keeps it responsive without wiggles. B, if 1 minute in 1 minute using too many candles makes the swing too slow, then use swing high Highest of the last three candles and swing low. The lowest of the last three candles, super fast, perfect. Delta adjustment, delta volume on 1 minute can be chaotic. So let's simplify it. Buy volume is greater than the sell volume for the entire candle only, and then the sell volume is greater than the buy volume. No need to average the volume. The 1 minute micro burst matter more. So an update. Here's the entry. All right, the buy volume still okay. Tiny lags in EMA 3, EMA 8. I may change this to EMA 5. I'm not going to hold you. We are thinking instead of EMA 8, can we use EMA 5? Thoughts? Explain via TLDR before we proceed. Yeah, yes, EMA 5 would be better for 0 DTE because it reacts faster. No shit. Risk. Faster EMA, more signals, more noise. You get more mini fake outs in a choppy period. Overall recommendation for 0 DTE, EMA 3 and EMA 5 is superior compared to 3 and 8. Why? Because 0 DTE options that expire the same day requires speed. EMA 5 gives you just enough confirmation without slowing you down. So we're good with up. Okay, perfect. So we're going to have EMA 3. All right. All right, perfect. So we are moving forward with EMA 3 and EMA 5 in addition to everything else for the entries. Now, let's talk about the slope rule in a bit more detail before we discuss the other parts of this strat. So y'all getting it? We're slowly getting there. All right, perfect. Let's dial in the slope rule because this is the heart of making the EMA 3 over the EMA 5 work in the 1 minute 0 DTE trend strategy without whipsaws. Whipsaw is like a whiplash, right? You go forward and you get whiplash right back. I don't know why I just call it whiplash. Just make shit complicated for no reason. All right, let's break it down. Then we'll give you the rules. When EMA 3 is over EMA 5, the indicators are extremely fast, which would work for 0 DTE, but the speed can create a problem. The price wiggles, EMA wiggle. Okay, perfect, whatever. The slope rule, we want to confirm the direction, the acceleration, and then the smoothness. How to measure the slope cleanly with the 1 minute version. On 1 minute chart, slope needs to be calculated very simply to avoid lag. We use the slope, so that measures, okay. Fast, tight, direction, okay. Confirms slope, all right. Okay. Optional smart, okay, we can use in to avoid this version. What do y'all think? Adding with the ATR. So we can add a micro threshold to avoid the tiny wiggles. ATR is the average true range. What this does, the ATR1 adjusts the slope threshold to volatility. It prevents the slopes from from triggering on tiny movements. Still ultra fast, but this is optional. This version, the pure version, is cleaner. All right, so I'm going to add it that I may use this ATR1, but for right now, we're just going to keep it the way it is right now. Gucci? All right, perfect. All right. If you want next, I can cover the swing high, swing low breakout logic, the delta volume confirmation, stop loss, and take profit. Let's talk about this. All right. Let's move to before we continue down the list. So we're breaking down the strategy piece by piece. All right, so think of the swings like a mini speed bumps on a chart. The price has break over a speed bump to show it's actually trending, not just jittering. Swing high is the price tried to move up, but it failed. So it tried to touch resistance, but it failed. Remember resistance support? It tried to touch resistance, but it's failed. Resistance is when it's trying to make new highs. When it tries to touch the support and fail, support is when it tries to make new lows, right? So when I say resistance and support, resistance, higher highs, support, lower lows. Good deal. Swing high price tried to move up but failed. Swing low price tried to move, but it failed. Breaking these levels tells us that the momentum is strong enough to continue in one direction. Exactly what you need for 0 DTE. Why swings are crucial for 1 minute 0 DTE. 1 minute charts equals a lot of noise. 0 DTE is extreme sensitivity to a direction. A swing break confirms real direction, real buyers and sellers, real volatility, not chop. If slope equals momentum, then swing break equals proof of continuation. How to define it as fast as possible for the last three. So when it's saying candles, right? So let me, oh, snap. All right, I'm in the building too. So when it's saying the last three candles, right, it's meaning so 1, 2, 3, right? So it's going to look at the last three candles or the last 3 minutes in order to determine what's really going on with the particular asset itself. So is it going to be continuing in one direction, or are we going to see having a bit of a jump, right? So this would be our speed bump, right? We have all of our greens and we catch a speed bump. All of our greens, then it's like, all right, the bulls are trying to push it back down, but you're seeing indecision, that doji indecision, like they're trying to push through support right now, but it's being rejected because their bulls are in the building. This would be dope if I was a Bulls fan, but I'm not. So yeah, neither a Bears fan. So y'all take that wherever you want it. Lowest low for the last three candles, perfect balance, fast enough, 1 minute friendly, strong enough to avoid the micro noise, and it doesn't lag your entry. So the break confirmation, call breakout trigger is the current candle close is greater than the highest high of the last three candles. The put breakout trigger is the current candle close is the lowest low of the last three candles. Close must break, not wick. Wick means it was rejected, right? So that's what, right? If you get a wick, that means it's rejected, right? So let me show you a clean break. This right here, clean break, clean break. I mean, there's a small wick there, but you can barely see it if I didn't notice it put it out, right? Wick here, it was rejected, 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 right? And it seems like we're going to, so they're pushing the bulls right now are trying to push new resistance levels right here, but the bulls, the buyers are pushing new resistance levels, but the bears are coming in and trying to knock it down, right? So we see that right here. Well, that's kind of dope that we can do this live so you can actually see this. Not wick. Wick means nothing happened in the 1 minute. Close equals confirmation. Why the close breakout is better than a wick breakout. Wick, weak, get it? Wicks are lie. Close tell the truth in a 1 minute data. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm Gucci with this. All right. This will help you. All right, let's proceed with the next delta volume and can keep this one a bit lighter, but still explain so we can ensure we understand what is going on. All right, delta volume simply. All right, so think of delta volume like a tug of war between the buyers and the sellers, each 1 minute candle. If the buyers pull hard, then the rope moves up, then we have bullish pressure. If the sellers pull harder, then see what I mean? Get out my face. If the sellers pull harder, then the rope moves down, then we have bearish pressure. So why we care about delta volume in our strategy? We already have the EMA 3 and 5, the fast trend direction. We already have our slope for the momentum. Our swing break confirms the continuation. But here's the issue. Sometimes price barely breaks the swing levels because of random fluctuation, and it's not real buyers or sellers. The delta volume tells us if the breakout is backed by the actual force. We only want to enter when the momentum plus swing break plus the volume pressures are all in line. So we have three things that need to happen in order for us to enter to a trade, right? EMA, the trend, then we have the momentum, then we have the string break, then we have the volume. Make sense? So if more contracts are bought than sold, that is bullish delta. But if more contracts are sold than bought, that is bearish delta. We don't need a fancy calculation. We just need to measure the volume profiles or the footprint charts. We need the candle versus the buyers. We have that. Buyers and the seller. So how do we use the delta volume in this strategy? Buying volume is greater than the selling volume, call entry. Then put is that the selling volume is greater than the buying volume. This ensures that the breakouts are real, not fake. Trend continuation has pressure, not weakness, and the move is strong enough for 0 DTE to capitalize. Why this works well for 1 minute. 0 DTE options move fast. If the breakouts doesn't have immediate force, you get caught in a chop. Immediate reversal, not small, because we've seen that live when we were paper trading. Those reversals are real. Premium decay, meaning that every minute you hold on to the option, you're losing value. So that's the decay. And the spread eating your gains. So delta volume protects you from from entering on weak moves. Think of this as, do we have a real push behind this candle? If yes, go. If no, skip. Final delta confirmation, simple and clean. All right, perfect. All right. This is where I'll take over a little bit. Stop loss, SL stop loss is going to be, I'm going to say 19.44%. And then take profit is going to be TP. When I say take TP is take profit, TP1. TP1 is going to be 33.8%. TP2, 22.5%. TP3. On TP3, 14.5%. Max hold time is 4.44 minutes. If you know, you know. And we exit the full position when either of these conditions are met. No scaling out, full exit. Okay. So I gave him the stop loss. I gave him the take profit. The max hold time is 444.44 minutes. And we exit full position, not half. Okay. Beautiful. That's my boom. All right, perfect. Thank you for the numbers. Let's clearly lay it out in quant ready terms, bro. I gave you quant one time and you just want to over index using that word. Stop loss, full exit position immediately if the price drops 19.44% from entry. This perfect. Oh shit. You know what I want? Damn. I wanted to do a trailing take profit. No, I'm just gonna keep this. All right. All right. Let me just do this. Full position exit at any TP level executed. No scaling as soon as TP hit. Close everything. This keeps your 0 DTE strategy simple and reactive. 44, it's either stop loss or any TP hit within 0.44 exit full position. This ensures we're not holding 0 DTE too long, avoiding theta decay and whipsaws. Exit condition, any trigger, fast, okay, picks in your favor. TP1 threshold, okay, take profit. Beautiful. All right, so now we need to talk about a few other things. Okay, lastly, before we bring it over to Claude Code, we just have two more things to do. We're making great time, y'all. We're making fantastic time. So I really appreciate y'all sticking around. So lastly, let's add the following. Session is between 9:31 a.m. and 10:55 a.m. Only one trade per day. Okay, only 2 trades max per day. Starting, oh, that's what I forgot. Starting balance is $100. all of our strategies, all of our option trading strategies start at $100, right? I want to be able to dispel the notion that you need thousands upon dollars to be able to trade options. But before I continue that statement, this is not financial advice. If you do seek financial advice, please make sure you talk to a certified financial planner, financial advisors, or those that are properly licensed in order to assist you with your financial questions. This is merely educational. Let's continue. Yeah, so I want all of our strategies to start with $100, right? Because we want to be able to dispel the notion that you need thousands upon dollars to be able to do this. You don't. My you follow me. I'm telling you, follow me. And I'm gonna get you right. Hold on, I just noticed something. I just noticed something I didn't do. My fault. I thought I did it. There we go. My fault. All right, starting balance, and y'all watch how crazy this is gonna be. Starting balance is gonna be $100, right? So if balance is less than 499, not 499, we are going to use up to 80%. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop it a little bit because this is the first time I'm gonna do 70% of portfolio balance. And if balance is between 500 and 1K, we are going to use up to 33% of portfolio balance. Then if balance is greater than 1,000, we are going to use 20% of portfolio balance. Min delta is 0.1, and max delta is 0.44. Strike. Hold on. What am I saying? Premium min is 0.05, and premium max is 0.88. What else? What else? That's it. We got our strategy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, go ahead and lay this out so we can review it. We got a strategy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got a strategy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, session 931 to 1055 on max 2 trades per day, 499, 70%, dynamically size each position according to the current balance. Hold on. I said starting balance is 100. I'm going to just reiterate that. Delta, perfect. We have our trend direction, entry, 2 trades a day. Hold on, let me just make sure. Hold on. Entry. Okay. Perfect. Take profit. Execution. There we go. All right, we have a strategy, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and switch over to our code editor. I really need to get, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna clean this out later. So new folder. This one is going to be trendy. It's trendy. That's it. It's trendy. It's trendy. It's trendy. Now we're going to be using Claude Code within cursor. Now the way we're going to be doing that is the following. I'm going to close it, and then I'm going to, okay, let me see if I can. Nah, you know I'm just gonna do it the way I do it. Pi, run. I needed this little icon here. I'm gonna close it because I have my own version we're gonna run. 4.5. And then 4.5 is ran. All right, now what I'm going to do, I want to build context, right? So in order for us to build context, what I'm going to say is, what do you know about algo trading, algo trading strategies for options? Boom, 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 boom. Is there a specific strategy that you would like to, directional strategies, volatility strategies, market making? I'm going to do this market making one, but you need kind of a bag for market making. I'm not going to hold you like you can't start less than 1,000 for market making. I'm not even going to go hold you with that. But what we're doing, how we're doing it, yeah, we can start with $100. All right. Now review the following strategy that we are thinking about back testing. Let's discuss and make sure you understand it before we proceed. So that's what I'm doing. I use one AI to be able to, all right, this is where my brain is going. Help me be able to process what my brain thought. Okay, perfect. Now I can able to download that. Now let me upload that to another AI Claude Code. I understand 0 DTE, 0 days to expiration, SPY, option scalping strategy. Let me break this down with my understanding. Ultra short time frame, 1 minute bars, max hold time 444. Early session only, 9:31 to 10:55. Avoid the midday chop and preventing holding into expiration. Strict limit, max 2 trades per day, prevents revenge trading. Entry logic, all must align. Trend, okay, we know that. Risk management. Question before we proceed. Delta volume surge. Are you using a live order flow? Or is this okay? I'm gonna give you the back test so you can see that. Option chain, yes. Okay, back test can see that. Do you have multiple? Okay, the back test can answer that. All right, so let me go get a back test file real quick. This is SPY. Who's a SPY that I want to use for this back test? My you dude. Oh, let's use Lotto. Let's use the big homie Lotto. When I say the first bot I created, super, super, super dope with this, man. Fucking love SPY. Let me get the back test. Here's the back test, SPY. All right, what I'm going to do is copy, come over here. I'm going to paste it. Then I'm going to rename gang. Say reference back test. Then what I'm also going to do, because sometimes even though they can hallucinate, so what I'm going to say is this is a reference back test, a reference for developing back test for option algo strategies. Do not use the strategy as is. It is a reference for developing a backtest. Okay. Do not use this strategy as is. However, you can use the code as a reference for developing. Okay. Beautiful. I am going to take that because I got to make it fucking very, very clear because sometimes they can trip. They being AI. All right, beautiful. So now what we're going to say is to answer those questions, review the following reference backtest. Then let's discuss, once you have more of an understanding of how we are going to be back testing this strat. In like another 10 or 15 minutes, we're gonna, oh shit, here we go. How the hell? What was I say, bro? It ain't. Did I do that? It ain't my. This code. Oh yeah, it's 1900 lines of code. Shit, it's not. It's a long ass line of code, but bro. Did I do that? It ain't my fault. There's no EMA. There's no SMA. It is a reference in order how to make a backtest, because we've learned when backtesting options, the Python libraries, yes, fantastic as it may be, but I'm gonna need somebody to create a Python library specifically for backtesting options. Not, oh, well, you can customize it in order to do it. Fuck that. I just might as well create my own backtest. That's what we had to do. But if I can have one specifically for that's open source, specifically for backtesting options, oh man, this makes the game so much easier. All right, so I'm gonna need somebody to take the time and develop that. I don't know if we're gonna do it here, but I'm gonna need somebody willing and able. Go ahead and drop that for us. Go ahead and get us right. Let me just start here. Yes, bitches. Okay. Yes. Yes. As seen in the reference backtest, all SPY data needed is here and ready to be used. 2. Delta volume proxy. Should we calculate it from the price plus volume like the money flow, since the true order money flow isn't available? I'm going to need you to check the data and make sure we can do it that way, and confirm and show your work before we proceed. 3. EMA implementation. The reference doesn't use EMA. Do you want? Yes, bro. We are going to create a new backtest file. That reference was to give you a frame of mind or crazy reference of how to do it. If I say it, I don't get the sarcasm. I was trying to drop sarcasm. Or reference on how to do it. 4. Your rulebook says close min max. Okay, this is similar to the reference price breakout logic. I don't know what you're asking. I don't know what you're asking here. Is this a statement or question? Your rule uses fixed tiers. Reference uses dynamic scaling with profit protection. Maybe we'll adapt to use what the reference uses if it benefits this algo. Christ on a cracker. Boom. Okay, now it's tripping. Now it doesn't even. All right, let me go get SPY data real quick. Where are you? SPY. Oh, you would have to be there. Yeah, it's in. Give me a second, because that's the first time I'm using hold on. Beautiful data. Oh, you're not Parquet. Is this all SPY? Yep. Yep. I believe this is all of it. Let me just triple check. Yeah. Who else uses EMA? I'm almost certain you're QQQ. I'm like 3,000. Yep, I told you. I'm not gonna hold you. Who else uses? SPY. Yep. Oh, printer. Okay, so I was right. Data is here, bro. You gotta make it literal. Literal for fam. We gotta make it literal for fam. Yeah. Boom. 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 Ba-na-na-na-na. Approaching weekly limit. Okay, hold the fuck on. Hold your horses. Oh, yeah, but we're Gucci. Y'all don't even pay attention. I mean, I just been going ham these past couple days or weeks or days. Last night, had some work to do, but don't we Gucci, man. We Gucci, bruh. We're Gua. All right, my fault. I was trying to do two things at once, but I'm focused. We need somebody to take the time. Yeah, I ain't want to hear that. My fault. Maybe I'm just going to take the time to create that library. I'm not going to hold you, man. It'll be beneficial because I mean I kind of already do have it, but it needs to just get flushed out a bit, flushed out a bit, flushed out a bit. Then we can slide. Delta proxy check. So in a bit here, excuse me. In a bit here, what I'm waiting for is the output, and then so we can continue on and developing our strategy here. So just give it a bit. Give it a bit. I said, there we go. Do you want to start developing? No shit. Sherlock Holmes, I told you. Your strategy requirements versus, okay, ready, proxy. We have it. Since we don't have the tick by tick order flow, here's the proxy for close, previous close as a pine. Excuse me. If close is greater than the previous close, the buying volume dominates. Buying volume is close if close is previous than underscore previous close, else zero. Selling equals volume if close is less than previous close equals else zero. Your strategy confirms call buying pressure, and it's okay. This is a standard proxy used in backtesting when L2 data isn't available. Position sizing recommendation. Your rulebook uses fixed tiers, but the reference uses dynamic percentage. Ooh. Your rulebook uses fixed tiers, but the uses dynamic profit protection. Here's my recommendation. Use the dynamic approach because the protects profits as the account grows, prevents over risking at scale, and already proven in the backtest. Okay. Less than risk percentage. Okay. Okay. Less than else 20. All right. I'm fine with that. I'm Gucci with this. What do y'all think? All right. I think we're ready to start coding now. All right. Let's start coding. Let's call the backtest file. What do you want to call this? It's a trendy shift. Some trendy shift. Some trendy shift. Nah, some trendy, something trendy, something trendy. Yep, something trendy. .bt.py. I think that's the most important card. Something trendy. Yeah, I love it. Something trendy. .bt.py. Let's make sure we start with 2024. And ensure we use what can be from the reference while still keeping what we discussed specific and germane to this particular strategy we are developing. Big homie, let's get it in. All right, let's get you going. You know what I need now is our folders. I don't need 4.5. Create a back test. Create a folder. Create a folder called backtest results. Within that folder, create subfolders called 2021, 2022, 23, 2024. I do have 25, but that'll be Aggie. And within those folders, create subfolders called V1 baseline. All right, beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it when you listen to me. And let's go ahead and get our terminal ready to run our back test. You know what we need to do? Go ahead and get our conda environment. And just to be a little, let's just pip install everything. And pip install is installing all the requirements from the conda environment. So it's just run and JIT is ready. So that's ready to go. Now I'm just waiting for the file. And we got something, ladies and gentlemen. We have something. You know what I want? I need to lay out the full strategy, fam. So like I can. All right. Shit. Let me just run the back test real quick. Oh shit. Can I spell? Python. There you go. How to run it. Will run it. But for now, can you lay out the full strategy params for us so we can review it? Why are you loading VIX? We're not using VIX. Why are you loading VIX? I did not tell you to use VIX, fam. VIX is the volatility index. This allows us to be able to gauge. What the heck? This is so weird the way you did it. This is super weird the way you did it, fam. I don't like the way you created this back test. This is so ugly. I can't even tell what the hell is happening. Supposedly trades are happening. Supposedly we're doing good. I don't know. Bam. Like, this is just bad. I can't see what the hell is happening. All right. This is what I'm gonna need to do. Cause JIT is definitely on one. This is spy. So let me bring in. This doesn't make sense, bro. It's like, hold on. Let me just bring in you. I mean, we're at 2,000 right now, but how can you tell? Like, this is just so bad. Like, I can't even really just break this down and go through it like I really want to. Here's another back test that I'm gonna have JIT review and be like, man, I don't know what the hell you thought. I mean, yeah, we kind of sliding right now because we found a strategy that's working, but I can't talk my shit because this looks horrible. I mean, y'all gonna see when I actually get. It's just I can't see nothing, bro. Um, Oh, you know why? I'm a. How did I did we see anything though? 502 trades happened. We started at 100. We finished at 6,000. I mean, this is phenomenal. But homie, I couldn't tell shit upon shit what was going on. Um, so hold on. Now I know better. Okay. Review the results. Then let's discuss before proceeding. Also, we have a few items that we need to update as well regarding the back test, but we'll get to that after this initial baseline has been reviewed. What do I need? I need trending, some trend, some trim. Excuse. Sorry, some trend. Back test journal. Dot. If I can spell journ. Okay. Journal. Dot md. Beautiful. Yeah, it went from 100 to 6,200, but again, I couldn't really talk my shit because, again, whatever. But y'all going to see what the updates is going to be. Win rate, yes, bruh. Okay, first, let me have you do something. First, update the journal with the results of the back test and what we learned so far so we can keep track of it. Then we'll advise what is next. So you're going to update that. Then what I'm going to say is review another one of our back tests for another strategy. You see how it displays the ending metrics like from backtesting.py and how it displays when it is in position and closes it out, etc. Proper feedback so we know what is going on. We need this to be implemented slash updated to our strategy we're doing here. I mean, yeah, it did do well, but we couldn't tell until the end of it. Also, make sure that the strat is doing an affordability check. If I can spell that right. Affordability check before. I think it is in the mini bear back test as well. If I was a teacher and somebody gave me those couple of fragmented statements, you getting a 62, bitch. But I'm glad that my teaching days are done, and this is AI we talking to, and AI can be able to say, "Oh, I know what you mean. That's another. That's strategy. That's metrics." It's had to suss it out. Like, bro, what the fuck is that word? This word, like, bro, what is that? That's metrics. Backtesting on PY. Um, and we Gucci over here. Even though it's saying if we're approaching like I got to do something flagrant, likely up. We're Gucci. Don't worry. We're gonna have more than enough. More than enough. Thank you. I appreciate that. So when I run it, we can tell what the hell is going on. You zill me? Cause that little bullshit you gave us, I'm like, bro, what are we really doing? What are we really doing? Is this still? I wonder what the sound is when I do it. That little bullshit you gave us, I'm like, bro, what are we really doing? What are we really doing? Is this still? I wonder what the sound is. There we go. There we go. I think it's Gucci and it's getting ready to run. I don't like that. I'm not gonna hold you. I tried. I tried affordability check because sometimes with these back tests it'll be a bit devious, and I want to spend. I was thinking about doing it right now, but all right. While it's doing that, let's go take a peek at Spy real quick and go see what Spy is screaming. Let's go look at Spy. Oh, look at that. A little downward trend. So, a little downward trend happening, right? The Bears have taken over and said, "Who run this? We run this." Right? And you see these dojis that are happening. You see a doji right there split in the middle. So there's indecision, doji near the top, right? So they're testing new supports, but there's being rejected. And this new support that's being tested right now is not being rejected at all. Like that is a lot of selling pressure that's going. And that's why I don't trade. Oh, this is the last 10 minutes of the market anyway. So this makes sense. I mean, this is like, you better know what the hell you're doing. Most people, what they're going to do is that they're going to buy SPY options right now, either a call or put, and set it up for tomorrow. Like, I want us to be able to get to a point to do that. But again, in order to backtest that and get that theory to go, like, it takes a lot. And plus, you are holding on to that bag that you got to let go maybe the first 10, 15 minutes of the market, right? So it's kind of crazy to be able to backtest that notion. I mean, it makes sense if you know what the hell you're doing. Like if I was playing that move, again, this is not financial advice. If you do seek financial advice, please make sure you talk to a certified financial planner, financial advisor, or those that are licensed in order for you to assist you. But if I were to do a play like that, just based off what I've been seeing, no, I'm not even gonna say it because I want them to say, "Oh, well, no, I'm not even gonna." A sticky situation, kid. Sticky situation. All right, let's go back to our back test. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted to see. All right, let's get ready to run it, and it should look a lot better, people. Some trendy bt.py. That doesn't even look right. I thought so. Something. All right, here we go. Our back test is loading. I don't even know why it's loaded VIX because we don't use VIX. That's just the kind of peculiar thing. But I guess it just said, hey, you know what? It's here. So let me just give it a whirl. So I'm back testing our new strategy that we just created using ChatGPT, and I'm back testing it on 2024. What is a back test? A back test is being able to drop your strategy in a particular year and seeing how well it's done. Now, just because it's done, wow, this what I'm talking about. I can see what the hell is going on. Before it was just buy, sell, win, buy, sell, win. I don't know what the hell is going on. Right. So let me go what's going on live. So you can see our strategy, and all of our strategies start at $100, right? And this one is making its way. And let's see where it ends. Right. So we can see we have a series of ways that it gets out. It gets out by being able to take profit. It gets out by a stop loss. And it gets out by a max hold time. This strategy only holds the bags for 5 minutes. There's 3 take profit levels, and there's a stop loss of 1944%, right? So let's see how well this strategy, it just crossed 2,300, and all of our strategies start at $100. So the fact that it's at 3,000 right now, I think is something to be truly. Now, the only thing I want to be able to gauge at the end is the win, because I mean the amount. I mean, yeah, that's good to be able to look out starting at 100, and then to be able to get to a couple thousand. That's not bad, right? But what I want to look at is the max draw. Right now, just crossed 8,000, y'all. That's crazy. Y'all see that? 9,000, 10,000. That's crazy. Oh, this strategy's flying off the motherfucking hinges. Don't give back the money. Don't give. Oh, he just gave back $2,000. That's just gave back $3,000, homie. Come on, get there. Okay, 15. There you go. The strategy's flying off the shelves. Let me shut up. Let's just look. I was not expecting that. But let me say what I'm looking for is the win rate. I'm looking at the max drawdown. I'm looking at the sharp ratio. You son of a gun. Oh. Finished, but couldn't save. Let's fix. Damn, I was the fuck almost there, dog. Almost there, bruh. Almost there, bruh. I just have to adjust a few things. The issue is that the file clothesline, but when it's trying to use the log print, fix would now close after writing all final statements. Run it again. Python something trendy bt.py. Look at that, I can spell. Contrary to belief. All right, so backtest is running, and I'm gonna shut up. I'm just gonna let this backtest run so y'all can see it from start to finish. I'm gonna grab some agua because I fit. Never mind, I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back. That's more like it. That's kind of low. This is kind of good. This is it's all right. Best trade 1700, worst trade 1200. That's not the ratios I'm looking for. Average hold time 3 minutes. Profit factor 191. That could be better. All right. So now let's take and review results, and let's discuss now. TP3 is our workhorse. So we're finding something right. We're finding like actual trends, right? So we're not just I think this is a good base to start off. I mean, I think there's a couple things that I can do. Excuse me. To be able to add some, I'm just gonna look at VIX and see where that closes. VIX is at 23 right now. What I'm gonna do? What am I saying? There's a couple things I want to update, right? But hey, 502 trades to end at 30,000. With a 60% win rate, right? Almost 6 out of every 10, you're winning. 4 losers. For every dollar that you're losing, you're almost making $2, right? This right here is kind of scary. I'm not going to hold you. I would like to see that kind of double. But for the way that we're doing these trades, I mean, it's not bad. Look at that. Major concern is the exit reason. The biggest issue is that nearly half exit at time stop. Most common TP, but smallest gain. Good gain. Very low. Only 29 time stop hits. Too rare. Barely hit big targets. Okay. 41.2% of the trade stop at 44.44 minutes. This is likely a small. Okay, market just closed. Okay, and you closed at 23.55. Oh, this is what I was looking at. So y'all can see. I'm looking at VIX right now, and I wanted to be able to see where it closed. Oh, so it's making its way. And remember, when VIX is up, SPY is down. I don't know why it keeps going to Ethereum. But, bro, I wanted to see VIX. So, but VIX up, SPY down. But there's some times when VIX up, SPY, they're both up at the same time. And that's what's going on right now. So, all right, let's get back to our work. Oh, that's why. I just figured it out. I hit the up arrow, but that moves it too. Whatever. All right. So, what are you saying? This could be better. The Sharp ratio, I mean, like, all right. Downside volatility still high. The max drawdown, I mean, 43% is not like, but it's like, all right, when did it happen? I think that was more so like spread out throughout the years, right? Average drawdown is 12. Trade performance, average hold time, average ROI, P&L, best trade, worst trade, expectancy, positive edge. Now, why are we still getting high time outs? Hypothesis is 4.44 is too short for 0 DTE to develop momentum. The entry signals fires too early, catching breakouts before they fully develop. The TP3 is too close, exiting winners before they run. The average hold time is 3.44, near the max. 270 trades hit. The timeout's likely a small loss or break-even exit. The TP1 hits 23 times, but not reaching profit targets. Oh, and give trades more time to develop. Okay. No. Widen the stop loss. No. What I'm thinking about, a trailing stop after. No. Nope. What I'm thinking about, number one, go ahead and update the journal. First, update the journal. Then we are thinking about increasing the max hold time to 7.44 minutes, and keeping everything else the same. Oh, also increase the TP 3 to 18.5%, and keep everything else the same. All right, so what we think is going to happen? We have given the trades more time to develop, about 3 more minutes to develop, right? And I've also increased about 4 percentage points the take profit level of the third one. So let's see if that number one gives us more of a return. Number one. Number two, are we going to be able to turn around some of our trades? So let's see, fam. Let's see. Let us see, fam. I'm just waiting for the output. And again, let me just triple check so I can. I'm just chatting shit right now, but we are good, bruv. Yeah, we're good, bruv. All right, let me get you ready to run. Python something trendy bt.py. All right. I was about to say, bruv. Oh, critical max hold time. All right, now let me update. Oh, let me get shit. I gotta get filed. We gotta get organized real quick. Let me go get organized. Move baseline 2024 to its folder. And then what I can do is I can remove you because I don't need you there anymore. You've already served your purpose. I appreciate you. You're in your folder. Thank you for being so awesome. You're right there. Reference backtest. I can just do that. Thank you. And now we have a clean folder. Double check and make sure ready to be ran. All right, and everything else is the same. Perfect. Now let's run it. Let's run our back test. I'm keeping it on 24, and then after this, we're going to run it on 23. I need to get a baseline for 23. So it's loading the data. It takes a couple to be able to load the data. You try to do something 10 million times and tell me how long that takes you, right? All right, here we go. And we are running, ladies and gentlemen. So the hypothesis is, right, give it more time to develop. Give it more time to develop. Let's see. So I am seeing a TP predominantly. I just saw one. Okay, I just saw take profit one. I'm seeing 2, 3. I still think that max hold time of 4 minutes is a chef's kiss, bro. Because I mean, we're not being greedy. I'm getting in and I'm getting the fuck out. So let's see. We're at third, oscillating between like 28 and 3,300. Okay. Have y'all seen a TP one lately yet? I haven't. Let's wait for this to finish. Let's wait for her to finish because I think this may. I can't wait to back to. Now I need to figure out how to. I want to do this one Alpaca because Alpaca's been real nice lately. I mean, IBKR finally got its act right today. When we paper tested today, there was no issues. Shocking, right? I mean, I kind of spent some time being able to go through the API documents. Damn, this was fucking horrible. This is horrible. This is horrible. But let's say if I just show you trade one, I mean the version one results, what would you say? Would you want 60,000? Would you want 14K? I don't know. Verify that. Bro, get the fuck. Review and let's discuss. We may just need to revert back to baseline. Let's discuss first. This is horrible, fam. Given a trade more time, like I was never, brother. Profit, everything dropped. Everything dropped, homie. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to what I know is working. Just because I'm asking Jit, hey man, get up out here, doesn't mean that is like a little bit too much. I mean, I used to start like, okay, let me give you 28 minutes, let me give you 30 minutes. Fuck no, that's way too long. Way too long for these type of option contracts that we do. If I'm doing 2 days, maybe a weeklies. I haven't done weeklies yet. Maybe that'll be something I'm gonna do yet. No, the next one is gonna be a Mag 7 one. Now, the Magnificent 7 strategy, I'm gonna need y'all to real tune in for that one because that one's gonna be something special. Damn near half the kid. How's that better? I'm holding it back longer? Bro, this is fucking horrible. No. Um First, revert to baseline, then update journal with what we learned from V2. Then we're going to run on 23 to get a baseline of performance. This guy. Skip first 15 minutes of session, wait for cleaner trends. I'm not doing all that, bro. Oh. That's crazy. That's only two things I updated. Only two things. Oh, let's go get organized real quick. I keep forgetting. I wanted to make it part of JIT process, but I was like, all right, I got another assistant here. Move. Oh shit. 2024 V2. TP increase. TP3 increase. And max hold time up. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. But again, this is relative, right? If I just show you the first return, third, again, I know. But if I didn't show you that return, right, would you be happy? That's one of those relative things that I think it does take someone answering the. Now I'm interested to see how it's going to do. How you're going to do here, fam. I am interested to see how you're going to do in 23. Are we going to get the same high returns? Are we going to slump a little bit? Are we going to have a sophomore slump performance? Or is it going to double? Is it going to meet the same performance? Who knows? Find out next time on. Oh, we came out the gate strong. Here we go. One thing I would say, you don't go broke taking a profit, right? And one of the things that I love about all of our strategies that we have is that we're compounding contracts. What does that mean? When we first start, I should have pointed that out. We're at 4 contracts right now. So I want you to just to watch that number and just climb to 6, 8. right? So when we first start, we're only buying one contract, maybe two max at a time. Then as we keep going, we're at 1,000. It's just crossed 7, 8 contracts, right? So those number of contracts is going to either increase or decrease, depending on how the performance of the strategy does. So all an algorithm is, so whenever somebody says, algo trade, bitch. All an algo trader does, right? We create a set of rules and instructions that we code in order for our bot, in order to follow, right? So this is the first part of the rules and instructions. Being able to create a strategy that has predefined rules. How do you enter? How do you exit? How do you manage the position? How do you take profit from the position? How do you mitigate the risk, right? How do you account for so many variables as possible? Now we're at 17. That's the highest that I've seen so far. 26 now, 32. So I'm going to show again. Watch that contract counter because that's how, like, I mean, the performance is at 5K, but let's see what you're going to do. I'm ready to see what the measures are going to be at the end. Is the win rate going to be? Oh, win rate 63%. Best trade 348. Whoa, worst trade 486. Okay, profit factor is 144. I mean, drawdown is lower. This is a completely different year. Completely different year. So let's see. All right, review and let's discuss results from 23. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Damn, VIX took a little bit of a dip. This is interesting. Hmm. One thing that is comparable is the win rate. It's still north of 60, right? But it just didn't have those explosive moves as it had in 24. And the trade count was damn near half of that. It's talking about 100. How many trades? Where is it? Oh, still 500 trades. Damn. To only make 6K off 500 trades, that's fucking a lot of trades, bro. I think there could be a bit more tweaks that I can do that can have a little bit more. Hmm. What was consistent? The strategy is robust. The win rate even better in 23. The strategy's edge is consistent across years. The trade count is nearly identical. The entry logic fires at the same frequency regardless of the market. The average hold time is almost the same. It's the exit distributions are similar. What's the difference is the market conditions matter. The returns are drastically lower but still positive and massive. 6,200 is still incredible. This indicates that 24 had much better trending conditions. Profit factor is lower, still profitable, but tighter in 23. Suggests 23 had choppier markets. Max drawdown better in 23. Stop loss is higher. Oh yeah, not gonna hold you. Confirms choppier markets equals more reversals. TP hits are more rare. Higher drawdown. Okay. I want to test um, update journal. Update journal. Then we want to test on 2022. Yes. That is a bear market. I don't expect great things. Bear market. All right. So hold on, let me see something. Okay, bet. 2023 V1 baseline. Let's move it. Beautiful stuff. So that'll be interesting. Let's see how it does on 22. Then what I want to do, this bot is running on Alpaca. I'm not even going to do IBKR. Like I slowly want to migrate over to Alpaca anyway because I mean it's a lot better, bruh. You know what I was supposed to do? I'm gonna do that. Matter of fact, let me just check right now, real quick. Excuse me. Um, Here we go. Test 3 complete. All right, perfect. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, we did have an orphan position. That's crazy. Okay. Need to figure out why. There was an orphan position earlier. Need to figure out who's that from and why. It's QQQ, so it's HFT. All right. I'll figure that part out later. That's not a you thing. That's a me thing. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, hello. Yes, it does. Hope all is well. Do you have any questions? My fault. I'm just seeing that. Um, yeah. So again, I just want to preface. I've been creating trading bots for like the past. I'm not going to hold you since. So I started coding April of this year. But I really didn't start focus on trading bots until like June because when I first started, I started with AI agents and machine learning. I really focused on being able to make AI agents. So I was more so using LangChain, right? Llama Index, Crew AI, shit like that. So I was coding to be able to create agents. It wasn't until I learned a little bit more about algo trading and I was like, yo, this is kind of dope. Then I became a little bit more enthralled in being able to not only go through this process step by step, but being able to show y'all like my process. Again, this is not to say that this is the best way of doing it. This is just the way that I've learned how to do it over time. Now, when it comes to coding, I learned through Udemy. I learned via YouTube Academy, like most of you all. I learned through W3 schools. And I also took a couple of boot camps, but those boot camps were more so like being able to like specific on market making, so like cryptocurrency. So when I started, I was trying to do the whole meme thing, Solana meme coins. I mean, yeah, I'll bring that back, but I found a lot more consistency with options, so that's why I'm sticking with options for right now. So we're running our back test on 2022. I don't expect great results. This is a bear year. So the market was trending down a majority of the year. Oh, shit. Don't give back the money, bro. That's what I mean. Our strategy has a problem with being able to make money. Then you like, you know what? My pockets are open. My pockets are open. But nonetheless, I didn't expect great things from 2022 either, because this is not a bear market strategy we're making. We're making a trending market strategy, right? So a strategy that works, so either we're trending down or trending up, right? But a bear market, like it was just down, down, baby, up, three, the whole year. So my fault. I know I told you to y'all do post your questions. So still continue. If you do have more questions, please let me know. And I will try my best to be able to break them down for you. I'm not going to hold you. It is a process, but what I would say about the process, like as long as you're doing it day by day, right? As long as you're being able to put the work in, you're going to see the returns. This is just shit. When I started, I still kind of am. Some parts of it, getting right. And y'all see, I mean, when I paper trade, I haven't deployed one. The one I'm going to deploy is, I think, Range Baby, and that one is like 3 days old. But she got promise. Yeah, I didn't expect great things from 22. So the fact that you was able to make You see that I was 4, and then it just gave back all this little money. It gave back all this little money super quick. All right, review and let's discuss. Again, 22, super bear year. Didn't expect great things. Doesn't mean we have to update PARMs. We can run it on 2021. I think that's a better year. We did. I have 25 too, but it's up until what's his face. I need to go update that. 21 is better. Just a year outside of COVID. I can also run it on COVID year too because I also got 2020. That'll be interesting to see. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, let's get organized. Let's get organized. V1 baseline 2022. Let's move it there. Any second now. Any second now. That would be great. That would be great. The next part of this video. Yeah, I'm not going to read all that. I'm not going to hold you. Update journal, then update so we can run on 2021. Fuck no. Why would I add it? That's what I'm saying. Vixen is not used, but you're still loading Vixen the thing, bro. I could cuss you out. Bro, I could just 2022, 21. Perfect. Let me just make sure. 2022. Nope, it's 21. Now we can run our back test while you're doing that. Okay, clear. Python. Beautiful. All right, running our back test on 21. Interested to see how this is going to play out. 21. What happened in 21? This is just outside of COVID. The market was bouncing back a little bit. We didn't see just as high levels as we did as far as VIX is concerned. So I think it. Let me just stop talking. Now remember. All right, like I said, I'm just gonna wait. For me, in my house, the clear zone. Never mind. I'm just gonna shut up. I was gonna say for me in my house, the clear zone is once it make it past 1,000, it's like, all right, you should be able to. 62%. Best trade is $100. Worst trade $78. Profit factor is 1.53. For every $1 we lost, we almost make $1.50 back. Damn, max drawdown 85%. That is super, super, super high, fam. 310 trades to make 1,500. I mean, if I was really, but again, review and let's discuss. I mean, it ain't. All right, let's just prepare to be able to start creating our bot. Copy. So this is 2021 baseline. Let's move to folder. All right. All right, this strategy almost already has kind of a trend filter in a sense, so it doesn't need a trend filter. But what the strategy does, what I am going to provide is a couple. All right, bro. While you're doing that, all right. So what do we need? We're going to be using Alpaca for the provider, or should I be using Ivy? I don't know. Something's telling me just to keep with IBKR right now. Like, and don't. All right, I'm just gonna stay with IBKR for right now. And it's not whole shit, bro. I'm just gonna keep with IBKR. So I'm gonna copy you. I'm gonna come here. Beautiful. Paste the bot architect. This is how we create our bots. I was creating. This is our damn near our 15th one. So I got to a point I just made a architecture guide. If you do all want that architecture guide, go ahead and drop a comment in the video and I can share that guide with you. I just have to clean it up a little bit, but if you really do want it, I just clean it up a little bit, make sure it's ready for distribution. I'm not reading all that. Okay, hold on. Strong trend year, mix, and choppy, bear reverting, bull, choppy intraday. Average 4-year, 95 key insight, best, strong intraday trending, good, mixed but trending, weak, bull but choppy intraday, fails in bear mean reverting market. I do have a mean reverting strategy, but again, another day for another dollar. Strategy just doesn't need a directional bias. Insight strategy doesn't just need directional bias, bull or bear. It needs a intraday trending behavior. The strong intraday trends best performance, a moderate trends good performance, and then bull market but choppy intraday weak performance. No trends, all reversals, failures. The trend count is the leading indicator. Healthy trend environment was 23 and 24. Suboptimal but workable was 21, and then danger zone 22. Development rule: if trend drops below 200 per year, 16 a month, pause strategy. Market conditions are not suitable. 2021 was the anomaly, requires investigation. Questions to answer is no, fuck no. Did the 85% drawdown occur Q1, Q2, or 3? Or is it missing? Okay, get out my face. Update the journal with what we learned about for 21 before we begin developing our bot for this strategy. Perfect. All right. Like I said, I'm using IBKR. No, you don't need that. I already bought that. So let's go get IBKR's information. So we have the guide. You definitely need that. Definitely. I spent some time creating that yesterday. Like everything, because I was having big problems with these contract details, being able to get the orders to fill, right? And management. There was just a lot of shit that we needed to flush out. So I'm glad I got this information sussed out. So I'm getting the IBKR information, and I'm also going to bring over this little tidbit of information here. What do I want? I don't need you because I've already. Hold on. I'll just delete you over there. You come. Let's hit copy. Let's come over here. We're going to paste. And what I'm doing right now is getting ready to be able to create our bot. I'm already finished with the strategy. So we created our strategy using ChatGPT. We backtested the strategy. It's been validated across multiple years. So it's ready to go. Now it's just a matter of creating a bot so we can paper test it tomorrow. So maybe I'll do that live here tomorrow. Yo, yeah, because today I was at Twitch. So today is y'all day. YouTube. So I'll be in YouTube tomorrow. So what I need now is a penny free. Who I want to use as an example. Your not dot fade delta surge. This is who? You trade who? You trade spy. Ah, but I don't like. I feel like it could be better. I could get another example. Who can I get? Oh, Lotto. I like Lotto bot. Okay, Lotto is good. I'm not gonna hold you. Um, there's the configs. Here's the bot. Let me copy. Here's our reference bot that I'm going to bring over. Perfect. Now, what else do I need? I need the you. Where are you? What the fuck is? Okay, I'm like, bro, am I tripping? Oh, I also need to bring Jit over too. Copy. CYA. And this is what I created, or not. I mean, I had help. I'm not gonna hold you, because I created this with the when I was in another one of these boot camps. Created a CYA, right? Cover your ass functions that you're gonna need. So consecutive stop loss, daily stop loss, kill switch, trailing stop, dynamic stop. So all these things that created when we're actually creating our bot that we're going to take in order to use. So this is dope. I'm gonna paste it here. So you have that. Also need to bring over. Where's Alpaca? Bring over Alpaca. Okay. So do we have everything? I think we have everything. All right. Well, this is dope, man. Y'all seeing us go from strategy to bot, from idea, flushing out idea, back testing the idea, now to the bot. So this is dope. Complete. Okay. Trade anomaly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Now let's talk about creating our bot. Review the following docs. Do not skip anything. Now, due to size, use grep/awk terminal commands specifically for this one. Oh, let me say, but I know I brought this over. And you copy path. And can read the others. Boom. Boom. And here is a reference bot. This is another one of our bots that we use, can use to get an idea how to create ours here. All right, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. That's crazy, fam. Open up one little folder, review, and then let's discuss. All right, man, we're getting to the bot part of this strategy. So I'm super dope and excited for that piece. I want to say give it another 20, maybe even 30 minutes or so, and we'll have another bot that's ready to go, y'all. And this bot only took me about 2 hours, 3 hours to get done. I'm talking about from start to finish, not just and went straight to a bot. No, we back tested it. So it's ready to go. It is ready to go. So I'm interested to see how it's going to work with live paper test. Reviewed all the docs, singleton, running concurrently. Alpaca for okay. Theta data for there we go. CYA position and for risk controls, optional but recommended. We're definitely going to be using that. config file, main class, main bot, reference client lookup. No, that's, we're going to need to change that. Use coordinated order placements to prevent TWS overload. Import. Yep. Okay. Before we proceed, all right, I'm fine. Okay. Before we proceed, I'm fine. We are fine with implementing the following from CYA, but we want to make sure you really understand the importance of setting up IBKR correctly for our bot so there is no issue. So make sure you grep and awk the following and ensure you have a deep understanding of it before we proceed with developing our bot here. I just had it. There we go. Don't read too long. Use grep and awk. Well, jitterbugging. Now we. All right, here we go. Get me right. Damn, it's like really spazzing right now. Here we go. There you go. Really spazzing right now, y'all. My fault. It's normally not like this, so I have no idea what's causing it to spaz. I feel like I should exit and then come back in, but I don't know. If this is messing up your viewer experience, let me know, and I will stop and start it. Perfect. I have a deep understanding of the critical IBKR setup requirements. Here's what I understand. The client management, most critical, must reserve a client ID. Okay. Reserve for the master, reserve all. Okay. Each bot gets 100 IDs to prevent conflicts with the 13 concurrent bots. Never hard code. Use the client alum. Connection management. Order flow. Sequential order. Increment by one. Use critical. Okay. Call back. Must implement. Receive. Order status. Fill. All right. Beautiful. Order states to handle. Pre-submit. Fill. Okay. Beautiful. Must wait for submitted / fill before assuming success. I love it. Ready to build a bot with proper IBKR integration. Shall I proceed with creating the bot files? Talk to me nice. All right. Let's get this in. And make sure to call bot something trendy. Something trendy for me. Something trendy, baby. Something trendy. Something trendy bot. Something trendy. Something trendy bot. Yep, something trendy bot. And ensure to run quick QA test via terminal commands after each step of the process. Do not remove or delete any bot or file or connection from reservation that is there. Merely create another one. Well, got it? Good. Let's get it in. Okay. Now we need our change log. Now we need our trading journal, not MD. Oh, I should have brought that over. Oh, you can find it. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, beautiful. I was like, bruh, Don't piss me off. Oh, you know what I need to open real quick is IBKR. All right. Oh. And here we go. IBKR is up. Like if I could just hold this down, I didn't want to switch over to Alpaca. Look it. I need to figure out how to properly use JIT. Here's IBKR. So that's running. I'm going to bring that over here. But I have to keep my options open, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, let me go look at this phone. That's what I can go do. Go take a little peek and eat. That's your little foul. Strategy, something trendy bot configuration, 0 DTE option trend following strategy. The strategy uses the 3 EMA and the 5 EMA plus a 3-bar trend breakout plus the delta confirmation finalized, validated across 4 years. Oh, hold on. We almost had our bot. Oh, that's our position management. Beautiful. I want to say another 5 minutes. We're going to be done. If I can get this under 2.5 hours. I want to say that under 2.5 hours we completed this. It's kind of fire, if I must say so myself. There we go. All right, hold on. So trendy. Okay, hold on. All right, before. So you see how Lotto has feedback of every step of the process. Now we want to ensure that TrendyBot does the same, but we want to make the emoji theme / overall theme of the bot more specific to TrendyBot, so it can be unique and personalized, if that makes sense. Now, with that in mind, what are your thoughts? Give me 3 great ideas, not 33, but 3 great ideas and examples before we accept and proceed. This is just style points. At this point, this is just style points. I just want to let you know. This is not needed. This is just style points, this part of it. All right, let's slide. The momentum, that's lame. Trend detective, that's even more lame. The wave rider, I'm not going to hold you. All right. The wave rider may be it. Chill, flow with the market vibe, catch the wave, ride it clean, exit smooth. Trend detector is lame. What do y'all think? That momentum train shit is lame, bruh. No. The only one we're probably liking is the first option. Now think outside the box for this next set before we commit to it to ensure we are good with the style before updating, before creating the file. Come on, give me something good. Those, I'm not going to hold you. If you think that momentum, that's fucking lame. Trend detective, get the fuck out of it. This whole way, the wave rider was the only one. It's kind of corny, but it's the only one lame. Like let's see what his new little ideas are. I'm not gonna do this again. This is style points. This isn't needed. This is style points. All right, Trent, get the fuck out of here. I can't take it serious. All right, rocket launch theme. I'm all right. Alpine climber. That's lamer. DJ music producer. Catching the beat, riding the rhythm, dropping at the perfect time. The beat drop, trendy, bruh. Um. Okay. Let's last one. Give me two more that is not corny, lame, or trying too hard. Too hard before we make the decision. Bruh. I couldn't. This, if you think this is, everybody's unique, everybody deserves their own opinion. Right, go ahead. Bruh, I couldn't stop laughing. Um, Chess Master, fucking lame. Sniper, I already got a sniper. Chess Master, Peace Smooth, but you really can't see that though. Um, Wave Rider. Wave Rider shit is lame, bruh. I don't know. You can't really see the chess moves. All right. I'm thinking too much. I'm just gonna call it. All right. We are going to go with Wave Rider. Don't make it corny or lame, bruh. Make sure we have all of the info needed and ensure it is specific to the. No, see, I'm not liking. If you're thinking something is trendy, right? So it's on the way up. Oh, I'm all the way up. What's that song? Okay, now I got an idea. Do you know the song All the Way Up? Who is it? Fat Joe Remy Ma. Do you know the song All? I do not own the rights or the copyrights of this, bro. I am just taking an idea. Like, don't sue me. Don't copyright me, bro. Like, I'm just taking the theme of it. I'm not using anything from the song, just the theme. All the way, all the way up by Fat Joe and Remy Ma. If so, we want to use the slash theme of that song for this bot. Does that make sense? If so, let me know how you'll do it. I gotta give it the ideas. You gotta push it the ideas. And we pushed the idea. Now finish, like, go ahead and get me right so I can create this bot. Again, this part is not needed. This is just style points. Legit style points right now. Like, I could have been done with the bot. Now secure the bag all the way up. Unstoppable momentum, rising energy, confidence, no looking back when the trend is moving up. Now you can't stop me. I'm all the way up. Momentum loss, running energy. Okay. All the way up. Trending energy, bullish. Okay. Positioning, moving up, rising. Exit, secure the bag, keep rising. Peak momentum broke. Run in, climbing, on fire. Confident, energetic, unstoppable momentum, no fear, just execution. When trend is moving, you ride it all the way up. Come on now. Quickly answer, but this works for puts as well, right? Not just calls. Answer via TLDR. I'm fine with this. The other one was just like, bruh, I don't know. Claude used to be a little bit more creative, man, with these ideas, but yes. All the way up works for puts too. All the way down, dropping down, bearish momentum. But listen, it has to make sense with the overall theme of the song, though. Song isn't all the way down, it's all the way up. How can we make this work? Again, bro, what I'm doing is just extra shit. This is just style points. I could have been done with the bot, but I was like, if I'm here, let me be here. How can we make it work for this? Advise via TLDR. We're almost done. Give me like another 10 minutes or so, and we'll be Gucci. Rising up, success, top. Okay. So both calls and puts moving up. You profit is going up, not the stock. The up is the money going up, not the direction. But listen, we need to know which signal is being triggered. Triggered, right? Triggered, right? So we need to delineate between the bullish and bearish ones. How are you going to do that? Well, all right. That's my last little question. Okay, bullish all the way up. Straight to the bag. Oh, I don't know. Catching the drop, EMA is falling below, secure the bag, TP3 hit. The song has two themes, all the way up, plus secure the bag, getting paid. Calls all the way up, puts secure the bag, driving down to get paid. Y'all got all right, man. Okay. All right. Let's get this in. Let's get this done. This is, I don't know. Just don't be ridiculous, man. Don't be ridiculous, bro. All right, let me create the with the all the way up theme. This will be a large file, so I'll build it in sections. Oh man, that was the most fun I had in a while. I told you a lot about what I did. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I've been doing this coding shit, like really been in it. Like 12, 13, 15, 16 hours a day. It's a lot. And majority of the time I'm with y'all. So we working, man. Yet if y'all do have any questions, forgive my little shenanigans, but y'all do have any questions, please let me know. Told you, man, I've been doing this coding shit, like really been in it. Like 12, 13, 15, 16 hours a day. We're almost there. In another about 10 to 15 minutes, I want to say we'll be done and I'll be ready to actually test the bot. And after I test the bot, there's a few other like little admin stuff I got to get done, like as far as just being able to make sure I can keep up with everything that's here type. But besides that, I mean, this is the part where y'all are going to be done, right? Under 2.5 hours, we went from strategy, we went from back testing, now we're creating the bot. I took some liberties these last couple moments. I didn't need to do that. Again, style points, that's not needed. What I did was just style points. Let's see if I can cash out these style points though. It'll be funny. I did all this shit and be like, bruh, how lame this shit is. All right. The moment of truth. The moment of truth. Look at that. We have another bot, ladies and gentlemen. We have another bot, ladies and gentlemen. Trading loop started. Ready to. Why are you started? You only trade between. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We have another bot, and I'm like super geeked about this. No available connection. Okay. Let me go ahead and stop you. We have another. I already tested it. The bot is Gucci. So this is the part where I'm going to bid you all adieu. I have some admin stuff that I'm going to do on my end, but we all the way up. It's your boy Creative. I'll be back again with another episode.